What's going on, guys? This is your channel TFD coming back at you with another video. And man, the Indiana Fever just fell to the Dallas Wings. For this one, we gotta head all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm here to tell you, this is one of those games we have to talk about. The Fever had 17 turnovers going into the fourth. Dallas took those mistakes and turned them into 27 points. But that's not even the main story. The real story? The Wings went on a 17-3 run in the fourth quarter, cut it to a 1-point game. And when it mattered most, they didn't even give the ball to Sophie Cunningham. You can't make this up. Let's pull up Sophie's box score real quick. She had 14, 3, and 2, and played more minutes than anybody out there. But instead of putting the ball in her hands, they gave it to Kelsey Mitchell at the end. I know a lot of people are mad about that timeout Coach Steph called, but honestly, if she hadn't called it, we probably would have turned it over anyway. Here's the thing. For some strange reason, Kelsey loves to chuck threes at the worst possible time. And sure enough, at the end, instead of drawing a foul, or even going for a layup, she pulls up for a three. Yeah, there was 1.7 seconds left, but why? You've got Paige Beckers sitting there with 16, 5, and 8. Why are we forcing that shot? This is the season story in a nutshell. Kelsey Mitchell taking these bad shots when the game's on the line. I'm over it. I really am. Natasha Howard had 12 and 12. Aaliyah Boston did her job. Even Chloe Bibby chipped in 11. But still, that last shot should have been Sophie's. I'm sorry, but it should have. And the turnovers? My goodness. This team wasn't even coughing the ball up this bad when Caitlin Clark was out there. It's time for CC to come back. Please. Somebody literally said, "Caitlin, will you save us?" And honestly, yes. Please save us, CC. We need you. Fever get the ball, 12 seconds on the clock, and we still got a timeout. What exactly was Stephanie White saving that timeout for? I have no idea. But sure enough, she ends up calling one of them a reset timeout. And guess what? Kelsey Mitchell misses the shot. Here's the thing. Before that timeout, Lexi Hull had absolutely locked her up on the court. I'm telling you right now, if Steph hadn't called that timeout, we all know what was going to happen. Kelsey was going to pull up and force a bad shot. At this point, Kelsey needs to be playing off the ball. Too many bad shots, too many wasted possessions. My goodness, man. I'm hella mad right now. Kelsey Mitchell off at the buzzer. The Wings win. And look at this. Yeah, it's an old picture of Caitlin, but that's the exact mood right now. They did manage to slow her down a bit tonight. 'Cause last time these two played, she dropped like 20 points. Same with Paige Beckers. She got hers before, but right now, man, I'm telling you, somebody said it best. I knew I didn't want to have hope. We have no winning plays. Not one this season. At this point, it is what it is. They had a 19-3 run, actually 2 of those, and one of them came in just about 6 minutes. And still we were only down 1 point. Why on earth would you take a 3 there? I'm just furious, somebody even said. I'm gonna have a stroke watching this game. And I felt that in my soul. Kelsey did her thing, but bro, in crunch time? Give the ball to Sophie. That's my shooter. I don't care what anybody says. Big moments, big shots. Sophie's the one. And yeah, another 25-point quarter for the Fever. Mitchell gets a layup to make it close. But this is where the frustration just boils over. I'm mad about the Caitlin situation. I'm mad about how this team's been run. I'm mad about the lies. I'm just done with the BS. Shout out to Correlation. Because yes, the refs were a disgrace all night. Same damn story. Same damn song. Bad officiating. Poor coaching decisions from Stephanie White. The WNBA's review system? Total shambles. Honestly, the whole league feels like it's in shambles right now. And don't even get me started on the scheduling. This team's been handed 5 games against the Sky like it's charity. Caitlin even had to stop Aaliyah from going at the refs tonight. Just man, my goodness. I know. Like, guys, this ain't good. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This is not good. This is one of those games we should have won easily. Shouldn't have even been close. We shouldn't have been down the way we were. And yet, here we are again. They got behind early, and sure, they always find a way to rally back. But what's the point of rallying if you keep losing these damn games? It's like clockwork. And then, right when you think they're gonna close it out, we get the same problem. Kelsey Mitchell taking these wild, unnecessary shots. Look, I don't care if you've hit a bunch of shots earlier in the game. I don't care if you were hot in the first half. When the game is on the line, that ball should not be in your hands unless it's the absolute best look we can get. And tonight, it wasn't. I've seen this movie too many times, man. Every single loss, it feels like we're right back in the same ending. Ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hands, game slipping away. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still drawing up plays for her in crunch time? We've got other weapons. We've got other players who can create, who can make smarter decisions under pressure. But nah, here we go again. And don't even get me started on that final shot. Did y'all see it? Ball hits the top of the hoop. And I mean way up there. That's how we ended the game. That's the look we went with. You can't tell me there wasn't a better option. I'm tired of this, bro, sick of it. We should have won this one. We had the momentum late, we were right there, and instead of making the smart play, we forced it. And now we're sitting here with another almost win. Another we fought hard loss. I'm not trying to hear that anymore. And I get it, some people are gonna say, well, Kelsey's our scorer, she's supposed to take that shot. Sure, but great players also know when to pass the ball. They know when to defer to the teammate who has the better look. That's what separates winning plays from hero ball. At some point, we gotta stop making the same mistakes over and over and expecting different results. We gotta stop pretending like these late-game collapses are just bad luck. They're not bad luck, they're bad decisions. And they're killing us. This one hurts more because it was winnable from start to finish. And that's what's so frustrating. This wasn't a game where we were outmatched. This wasn't a game where we got blown out early and never had a chance. We were right there, and we just let it slip. Again, get down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'll make another video breaking this down play by play, but right now, man, I'm just sick of it.
Or a lot off of those. What did you feel like was so clunky or disjointed on that end of the floor?
I think it got better as the game went on, but I think just starting, I think the physicality level was a little bit different on both sides of the ball, and but for us, really, I think it's got to be our focus. Like, we got to make sure that we're connected on that end, making sure that we're in the right places for passes, and just being more conscious of us having that ball.
How much does that physicality difference, can that affect your focus in a game?
I think just really trying to be able to fight through that, I think is definitely hard sometimes, because I think, you're trying to make sure that you're doing one thing on one side of the ball, and then you get on the other end, it's kind of like, okay, well, sure, they can beat us up, that's no problem. But I mean, for us, really, our focus, just making sure, and that's what we talked about in the back, is just make sure that when we come in for our next game, just make sure we're not fazed by that.
Scott. What you guys mounted that monster comeback 19-0 run. What led to that? And what was so effective to get that done to make it a game at the end?
Yeah, we did a lot better on the defensive end, getting stops, not allowing them second chance points, and then we found the hot hand, and Bibbs was that hot hand, especially too for part of that game, getting us that lead back. And so just make sure that we're just getting downhill, getting open sprays, and just attacking.
For either of you, given that what you just said about the defense and all that, is that to be so close and have the chance at the end and have it get away.
Yeah, obviously that's a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you feel about that? Go ahead, Chloe, too.
Well, obviously, not great. Never fun to lose. I thought we got a pretty good look out of it. But again, I think, we shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. The 17 turnovers got us there. So yeah, we shouldn't have even been there. But I thought, Kelsey got a look at it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, on to the next.
Chloe, you were on the floor during that late third stretch when the Wings went on that run. What did you see that went sideways for you guys in that stretch?
We were just turning over the ball. I mean, yeah, as I said, the 17 turnovers, and I think we just didn't match their physicality, and, we needed to clean it up. And I think that's what happened in the fourth, and the girls come in and they really looked after the ball and, shared the ball on offensively. And I think that's how we got into more of a group. It really started defensively, and in that third, we just let it slide. They had way too many, points off our turnovers.
So now it's been a couple of weeks. What's your kind of comfort level, familiarity now with the group and an understanding of what is being asked of you?
Yeah, I mean, the group has been amazing. They've been really great at helping me integrate into everything. And so, we're on the road for however long, 10 days. I really got to know everybody there, but everyone's been really good. And I suppose it's just the highs and lows of the season. It's kind of just like on to the next. Like, yeah, today sucks, but we're playing every other day. So it's like, okay, let's learn from this one and go get the next one.